AAA, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video titled 28 years old and never had a boyfriend, what single life is really like. Let's get right into it.
28 years and not a man in sight. Just gonna talk.
By the way, she has 405,000 subscribers on YouTube, and she doesn't have a man. Very strange.
My experience, how it feels, what it's like, why I am still single after 28 years, never had a boyfriend, never really dated anybody, and why I'm actually very cool with it. I know I should be probably boo-hooing it. Oh, poor me. Nah. Okay. 28 years old. I have gone through a lot of phases in my, I guess, I can't say dating life because I don't have a dating life, but I guess in like that realm, the realm of dating. And oh, if you all hear frying, by the way, I'm frying some fish and making some rice. So that's probably what the noise is. Maybe I should move away from it so you can hear me good. But yeah, I mean, I'm just a girl, okay? My nails broke, don't laugh at me. I'm just a girl, and I've been through the whole wanting a boyfriend and then being like, forget men, I don't want one. And then being like, you know, a husband could be nice. And then going through the, oh, absolutely not, I'm staying single for the rest of my life. So yeah, I've been through all those phases. I have talked to people, but I can never get past a talking stage, guys. Oh my gosh. I cannot get past talking stages, and I have no energy in me for another talking stage. I've had probably like in total, I've had in my life, okay, I probably had 1, 2, 3 talking stages in my full 3.5 probably, and it's never gone anywhere. And it's because honestly, like I know what I want, and I'm actually really bad at ignoring red flags. I'm extremely terrible at it. I don't know how girls do it. And let's be for real. I was talking with my girls, and I was like, no, even my boys too. I was talking with my friends, and I was like, guys, hear me out on this. I had like one of those moments where I was kind of just like chilling at home and just thinking about random stuff. And then I had this thought like, you know, the reason why most people are in relationships is because they're a little delusional. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Like, it takes, even eventually when I'm in a relationship, it's going to take a measure of delusion for me to actually be like, this person is going to make me happy. This person is going to be the person for me, I think. It takes a certain measure of delusion. Or maybe, no, I said it to my mom, and my mom was like, I think you're looking for, like, the word you're looking for is faith. And I was like, I guess. But, like, you know, guys, I'm just talking, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You really are just talking, and it's sad. I'm reacting to this video because she's a young, attractive girl, and she's successful on YouTube, and it just came across my page, so why not, right? So from YouTuber to YouTuber, we could talk about success, but I think what's funny here is she thinks that people are delusional to get into relationships, and that her thoughts are she wants to make sure a guy can make her happy. I'm going to stop you right there. We're not here to make you happy. That's one of the biggest issues with women. It's your role to make your own self happy. Okay, my job is to protect, provide, right? I need to be a leader for you and start a family. My job is not to make you happy. In fact, making a woman happy is an effort in futility. It's not worth it. You can't achieve it. Ask Will Smith. He's successful, famous, and attractive, and he can't make his woman happy. So what makes you think any man can make any woman happy when arguably one of the most successful men in the world that we've ever seen in the black community can't make his woman happy? So there goes your problem number 1.
Psychological sense, but I feel like it's low-key delusion. And hear me out. The reason why I say that is because most relationships that obviously do not work end up working in the end is because someone saw something. They liked you, but then they saw something that they did not like, and they saw that that something was actually problematic, but they chose to believe that somehow that something was just going to disappear and you were going to live a life of bliss. That is what I call delusion. And that is what I unfortunately do not have. Like, I remember, and my thing is so bad, like, I could like someone bad. I could like someone bad one day, and then the next day, they just say something, not even that bad, or they do something not that bad, and I'm like, oh, I don't, and then the like is gone. Like, my cousin says I have a serious problem, and I'm considering maybe I do, but I could really stop liking someone in an instant. Like, it takes just one word. It takes one gesture. It takes one action, and I'm like, ugh, I don't think I like this person anymore, and it's really bad, which is why I'm kind of scared of talking to people too, because I really don't want to ever hurt anybody. Like, I don't want to like get in a situation where I sincerely like a person and then I just don't like them the next day. Because I know I'm like that, I'm very careful. I do not talk to a lot of people. That's why I've probably had like three and a half talking stages, and they haven't really gone anywhere, and they weren't long. Oh, I forgot that guy. That includes, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that guy. So, guys, I want you to take a guess, because I don't know. I never met this girl before. Her name's Ariel Fitz on YouTube. Shout out to her. Do you think she is a virgin or not? Okay, when she says these talking phases, are these men pounding her out or not? Okay, because I've dated girls like her that look like her, have the fake hair like her, kind of show up like her. She's an attractive girl, but I think she's a little bit, how can I say, a know-it-all. You don't know anything about relationships, but you have all these opinions about them. Oh, people do this for this reason and that reason, and I want to make sure someone can make me happy. Dating is, see, this is what's so funny about women, is that dating for them is just something they do for fun. Dating just for fun. Oh my God, we're having a great time. Oh my God, it feels so good. This is drug addict attributes. You do things for fun. You do things because you're having a good time. That's no. See, dating, and this is why some people don't even believe in dating and they believe in arranged marriages, because we have purpose in our life, especially if you're Christian. She says she's Christian. So there's purpose in our life. Your purpose is to serve a man, which is your husband. So you don't have a husband yet, but you have to find a husband. And you thinking about liking and this and like that, you don't have good taste in men. You don't know what it means to like someone appropriately. Because let me tell you something. If you said you really like someone and they did one thing that was wrong and you automatically don't like them anymore, you have unreal expectations. You have this unreal expectation that that there's a person out there, you're going to like every single thing about them, and they're going to like every single thing about you. That doesn't exist. I don't like every single thing about you, and I don't even know you. I don't like the fact you have fake hair. I don't like the fact that you're frying fish. I don't like the fact that you think you know it all. There's some things about you I don't like already, but that doesn't necessarily disqualify you as a wife, in my personal opinion. What would disqualify you is that you're not coachable and you don't know how to follow a man's lead. Those things would disqualify you, right? But you seem like you're well-behaved, well-to-do woman. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got some money, so maybe you're not going to be a huge pain to take care of because you already got your own money. But chances are, women with their own money, they still want a man that has even more money, and they don't want to use their money at all to take care of you. So technically, most women that have money, these boss babes or whatever, are harder to deal with. But, women like her, they need guidance. Where's your dad? Where's your father? See, if I had a young daughter like this who's trying to figure out life, I would tell her, look, men, you got to pick a man that has good character, okay? And you might not like someone that has good character at times. And this is why what you like is not relevant. This is why people who marry the person they like or they love, they don't have more success than arranged marriages. Arranged marriages actually have more success. They actually stay married longer than people who choose a person they like. Because marrying for purpose is more important than marrying for pleasure, okay? This whole dating and marrying a person you love, it's a new concept. We've been around for millions of years, right? That concept never existed until recently, right? Until what? Maybe 300 years ago. It's brand new. People never married the person they love. They married the person that made the most business sense, okay? You need to marry someone that you make the most business sense with. You don't need to be compatible with them. You don't need to be none of this stuff like that, because compatibility doesn't determine whether you could serve a man properly or not. Okay? You might like something that I don't like. I might like things you don't like. But it doesn't mean you can't show up for me and I can't show up for you. Right? Because whether you like me or not, and if my role is to protect and provide for you, I could do that whether you like me or not. And so you should measure a man based on that. But instead, you're measuring men that, oh, he gives me butterflies and blah, blah. And this is why there's so many people running around teaching men game to manipulate women's emotions to get them to like them. Right? Because women fall in love with their ears. Oh, I heard something. That sounds good. It sounds good. But a lot of men can talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. So how does that benefit you as a woman? So again, I think she's actually indicative of a lot of problems that are going on in the world now. Women walk around thinking that dating and being in a relationship is all about love and having a good time and being happy. But realistically, like I said, trying to make a woman happy is an activity in futility because it's unachievable. We have no control of a woman's emotions. If you read the book, and by the way, hit the link in my bio. I got all these books that I recommend. Go to my Amazon affiliate link. I recommend this really good book on relationships called The Way of the Superior Man. It's an incredible book, and it tells you that women's emotions are like the weather. It comes and goes. We can't control the weather. We can't control a woman's emotions. 1 minute is high, 1 minute is low. Your job as a man to be undisturbed by it. You need to be solid as a rock. That way she could anchor her life towards you because you're emotionally stable and she's emotionally unstable. And I think a lot of women's goal is to evolve and mature into such a way where they could self-regulate their emotions. And that to me is a woman that's ready for marriage. Not a woman that's chaotic and she likes you one day, she hates you the next day. These are awful girls to do it. I've dealt with girls like this. They're dumb. They're actually not that smart. They're dumb. They think they're smart. They're dumb. Okay? Because they're so scared of the world. They're fearful. They're cowards. But they think they need to be in charge of their dating decisions, right? You shouldn't be in charge of your dating decisions. Someone needs to arrange a husband for her because if she's left to her own devices, she's already 28. She's going to be 38 and still no man.
So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say because, like, how do you even talk about this? I just know what I want. And it's very hard for me to ignore things. I can't ignore it. For example, I was talking to this one guy that I really, really liked. I cannot lie. Like, I really, really liked him. And I was like, oh, did I find the one? That didn't last long. It lasted a few weeks. But either way, I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this guy. And then it just took him to start doing like this one simple thing. Like he just, how do I say this nicely? He kind of just talked too much. And I'm like, I know I'm crazy behind the camera. I'm loud. I'm like full of energy behind the camera. But if you meet me in real life, everybody who knows me knows I'm pretty chill. Like I don't talk a lot, especially when I'm out. Like I'm a quiet girl. And I'm extremely attracted to men who don't talk a lot. Like who are just very, not men who don't talk at all. No, I don't like that. But like there's just something about a quiet, confident man that just knows when to speak. And it's just very attractive to me. Like when they speak, you could just like be fixated on what they're saying, but they don't talk a lot. And yeah, I realized that he wasn't a chatterbox. I'll tell you that. The reason why I was attracted to him is because at first he gave off that vibe. Like he gave off, in public, he still gives off that vibe. That he doesn't talk a lot. He's like chill. But then I guess like because we started getting closer. Yeah. But that wasn't the only thing. I could say a lot of things about that situation, but
you're not perfect either. In fact, I'm watching this video and I think you're very immature. You might be 20 years old, but you have the emotional maturity of a 14-year-old. I like the man a lot, but he just talked too much. So you tell me you're going to risk being single the rest of your life because a man talks too much? See, women can't come to sensible conclusions because they're not smart enough. Let me tell you something. Your education determines your view on the world. Her view on the world now is, like I said, her perspective is, I need to like the man, and if he does one thing wrong, I need to get rid of him because I'll find someone else that does everything I like. And that's not true. You think the grass is greener. You think the grass is greener. It's not. Especially not if you're the one determining its value. You're a poor judge of character. Someone's talking too much? So this is the psychological thing that I think is going on here. If I had to try to determine what is the actual issue and what she's dealing with, is that she likes to chase a man's validation. This is why I tell men all the time, you could talk your way out of punani, you can't talk your way into it. Because a lot of times a woman wants to be like dying to figure out what you think. She wants to imagine things about you. The more you tell her, you kind of restrict her imagination, and her imagination of you just crumbles. So the least you say, the more she could imagine what you're thinking, what you feel, and they want to live in their brain. They want to live in their ideas. They don't want to live in reality and who you really are. They want to enjoy who they think you are. And when he talked, he probably gave away that, oh my God, he actually is not like anything I thought he was. He's actually a lot different than I thought he was. And I don't even know why I like this. I just know I like it. And I'm turned off now. The truth of the matter is, he literally pierced her imagination, her view of him. And now she had to be faced with reality was that he was a fantasy in her mind. She wasn't dating him for who he really was. And as crazy as that sounds, because it's like, you would think that to get to know someone, people say, let's go on dates, let's get to know each other, let's take it slow. This actually, women don't want to get to know you. What they really want to do is be around you long enough to build a solid imagination of who you are and then sleep with you. They don't actually want to get to know more and more about you. This is why when you're dealing with a woman, to open up yourself and pour yourself out to her and express your feelings, she's only going to punish you for it. She's only going to punish you for it. Again, no good deed goes unpunished, especially when it comes to dealing with women. None. Okay? You could be smart, you could be of good character, but the minute you do something such as convey too much information, become too available, you start to erode her imagination of who she thinks you are, she loses interest, right? They want to live in a fantasy land where who you are is not based on what she knows about you, it's based on what she doesn't know about you. Yeah, she's essentially dating the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't know, this is a mystery, I want to figure it out. And this is why, if you look at female romance novels, is these long books literally like just literally just like teasing girls with just a little bit information. They got to read chapter after chapter after chapter just to get the smallest amount of information. Girls got to read 5 chapters. Now, for an intelligent person, this is a waste of time. This book is too verbose, right? It has too much information. It needs to get to the point. But with women, getting to the point is actually the bad part. They want to take time and discover and get to know. They don't want to get to the bottom of things right away. No, they want to be led down this emotional experience of, oh, I'm curious and I wonder where this is going. I wonder where this is going. They want to live in a life of romantic mystery. Where is it going to go next? And I'm going to be surprised. And oh my God. Yeah. This is how chaotic a woman's mind is, and to be responsible for everyone you date. That is an act of futility in itself. She cannot accurately choose someone for herself. She don't know what she's doing. She honestly doesn't. She's not a free thinker, right? She thinks just like every other girl. She's not a free thinker. She looks like every other girl. Same wig, same weave, just like every girl. Same baby hairs. She's nothing special, right? Nose piercing, hoop earrings. She's frying fish, so she's unhealthy because she eats fried food just like everybody else. But she thinks that she's capable of selecting a proper man to provide and protect her. I'm going to tell you right now, she cannot.
I'm always very mindful to not say too much because I never want the person that I was ever talking to or friends with to watch one of my videos and be like, oh, she's talking about me. So I don't like doing that. I would go into more details, but it would be too obvious if the person watched the video. So, with all these people except one blocked me. Long story. It really wasn't my fault, guys. I swear. I have never been blocked by a guy in my life. Ever. This man blocked me. And it really wasn't my fault. He literally told me that it was his fault and then blocked me. It was a very strange situation. But I should have never been in that talking phase at all. But I learned a lot. Anyway. I was not heartbroken at all. That's the thing too. I have never been heartbroken from a talking stage. Maybe something is wrong with me. I have never felt sad, not once when a talking stage is over. Not once have I been sad because I always feel relieved every single time. So, I don't know, maybe y'all could diagnose me, see if I have a problem. But I get along with everybody. That's the thing that I don't understand. I don't have beef with nobody. I get along with people. I'm very chill. It's just, I guess, when it comes to anything more than friends, I'm not really good with handling it, I guess. But my parents did say they may have raised me a little too good at staying away from boys. My dad just admitted that the other day, which was a very nice revelation. It was very cool for him to say that. I was like, wow. Because here's the thing. My hand's getting tired. Oh, Lord. I'm going to put this down for a second. Here's the thing. Is the fish done? No. So my parents were like, I need to go on my knees. I'm tired. So my parents always raised me in a way where like there was no dating. There was gonna be no boyfriend. There was none of that. My parents are pastors. It was very much like you're going to school. I remember when I used to ask my dad, well, if I like a guy and he likes me and we find that out, what happens? He's like, you guys remain friends. I'm like, how on earth does that work? I've come to realize that what he said was actually very wise. He said, he's like, well, you know, if you were like this is like in college, because he really did not want any of us dating in college until we graduated school. And he was like, well, this was in high school, sorry. He was like, well, if you ever find out that you like a guy and he likes you, and seeing that you're not allowed to date, he's like, just remain friends with that intention, like with that knowledge. And he's like, eventually when the time is right, y'all could upgrade it. To me, that sounded like stupidity. I cannot lie. I was like, Dad, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, how am I going to be just chilling friends with someone that clearly likes me and I want to be with them and they want to be with me type thing. But now that I'm older, I see the wisdom in it. I've still never gotten into that situation, but yeah. So let's just round that segment to reason one, I guess, why I've been single for 28 years is I just know what I want. And if it's not what I want, then I don't believe in wasting people's time. I will never waste anybody's time. If I realize I do not like you, I am known as that girl. I will tell you straight up. I will tell you with love. I will tell you with kindness. But I will tell you that I don't like you. I don't believe in that whole wasting somebody's time just because they're treating me nice. And I've met some really, really, really nice guys. I can't lie. All my talk is stages, whatever you call it. Everyone that I've gotten to that point to is because they really showed me that they were very nice people. And I think I'm burning my fish. I think it's... One second. Oh, child, yeah. Oh, that was in. I will show you guys how this fish looks, but I have a friend. I have friends, but I have one friend in particular that if he sees this, he is never going to let me live this down, and I can't allow him to have this blackmail on me. I really want to show.
All right, I'm done with this. This is a big brain rot experience. This girl's kneeling by a stove to make a video, and clearly she thinks because I have 400,000 subscribers, I'm so great, I'm so smart, I'm so wonderful. A man would be so lucky to have me. A man would not be lucky to have you. And listen, I try to tell this to people all the time. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have everything else. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Okay, and her parents are an example of people who raise their kids to be sheep. Right? If you can either raise your kid to be a wolf or a sheep. If you raise them to be a sheep, you're going to have to protect them for the rest of their lives. If you raise them to be wolves, they can protect themselves. Her parents raised her to be sheep. Instead of helping her understand that, all right, you're not going to date, but we're actually going to be involved in this together. Don't worry about dating. I'm going to pick the guy for you. If he told her like that, like, focus on your school, and then we're going to actually all be involved in your dating experience, to me, that would have been the good advice. Instead, he's trying to hold off because he's scared that someone's going to pound his daughter. Because he's a man, and he knows how perverse we are, and he knows her mother, he knows how perverse her mom is. So his thoughts are, I don't want no one doing anything to my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. And for those kind of parents, you're a child your entire life. They treat you like a child your entire life, so therefore you actually never mature, you never become an adult. They prolong your adolescence. So she's someone who's been prolonged out. Like she really has the emotional maturity of a 14-year-old. Like the things she talks about, the way she carries herself, and if I like someone, and it's not even your hair. You keep rolling back. It's not even your real hair, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's not even yours. Anyway, God bless this girl. She has two parents who probably met and intended well, but they ruined her, right? Because little does she know, she lost a good portion of her value already. right? Women, a lot of your value is from 18 years old to 28 years old. That's a time when you really want to find a high value man to become a husband. If you want a high value man, or let's say a well-to-do man to be your husband. If you squander that and you think that your value is going to increase, you're an idiot, right? Look in the mirror, open up your palms, and smack yourself. You're dumb, okay? And your father, he might have meant well. But I said this before. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Good intentions are not enough. We need results. And so at 28 years old, your daughter should be way further ahead than this. And she probably should be married, expecting her first child, okay? So to me, if he actually did not protect her this much and left her to her own devices, she might have actually came out decent. She might have said, you know what? I see my parents are married. She might have actually looked for a man kind of like her dad already. Yeah, she might have got smashed a couple times. And, you know, unfortunately, this is the world that we live in, this casual hookup phase. But she might have been a conservative a little bit still and actually get into more of a long-term relationship because she's used to seeing a long-term relationship between her mom and dad. And it might have been married and engaged now. But now she's about to hit 30. She's literally about to hit the wall. And she hasn't even started dating yet. You're about to hit the wall and you haven't even started dating yet. Jesus Christ. God bless you, baby. I'm wishing the best for you. You know, and such a beautiful face to go to waste. Okay? But such is the world. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see you over there.